Oh, gamers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Returners Hideout number S15, our 15th special event. Oh my goodness, how about that? We have finally made it. After like 3 or 4 sets, maybe more. Xavier, are you in chat yet? Maybe more sets. How long has it been since we played a title tournament? Oh goodness, all I know is Title is back. We do not have the new set ready on Octagon yet. Hopefully the scientists who are behind the scenes in the laboratory concocting the new Octagon set for, the new Final Fantasy set for Octagon will have that ready for us. Shortly, we'll be able to play the new cards next week, but that means we're in an in-between week right now. What's an in-between week have? Well, it's got a special format. We got a little special bonus format. So we have had a couple, I think it's been a while since the special format, and even the last few special formats we did was like F5 and stuff. So title format is here. What is title format, you might be asking? Maybe you have never seen a title tournament. You've never played title. And some of our players who are playing with us, who are no stranger to the weekly, have actually never played title before. So we'll talk about that really fast as we get the game up on the screen, so we have something to look at while we do it. I see the Vanadil cam is being abused. Hello, Kato. Yes, it's good. Maybe not abused. It's being used properly, dude. It's showcasing the wonderful adventures in the world of Vanadil. Of course, let us go ahead and get a game on the screen, though, that is not Final Fantasy XI. Apologies to Final Fantasy XI. As much as I love it, it is not what we're here to stream tonight. I'm following you. Look. This is Twitch, dude. You're following me. Okay? Okay? Sign in. Alright, Octagon. Let's go ahead and see what we can see. Table 1. Xavier saying he got scammed and it's been 3 years. Jesus Christ. Being scammed, dude. I almost got scammed. I had like a full-blown phishing/scam attempt on me. Like the kind of stuff that you hear about with like Kiboga and stuff. Like straight up, like, please help me, click my link, from like a friend of mine. And it was all bullshit. It's kind of funny. You could have sent me into Sarawak. Well, you know what? You could have done that. That would have been fine. Hanging out outside with the homies. But you're nice. You're kind. Thank you for the fireworks show. Thank you for the wonderful display. Alright. We are here in the game. It looks like we've got... so what is title format? Title format means that your entire deck must be constructed with all of the characters, all the cards, most of the cards of the deck must be from the same title, the same game, the same Final Fantasy franchise game. So that means you can build a deck around Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VI. You could also build a deck around Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm, any of these other weird little games. So I get slingshotted into a different zone. Thank you very much. So each of the players tonight is going to be building their entire deck around a certain Final Fantasy game. Now, Title does let you break the rules a little bit. As you see, things are looking a little bit rainbow on the table here. It does let you play any card for any color, right? So you don't have to worry about the deck building restriction. Normally, rather the elements that you have to pay properly to play the right cards. So you don't have to pay water CP to play a water card. You don't have to pay fire CP to play a fire card. However, you do have to pay the proper element cost for abilities, if you were going to use any abilities. And then, of course, you can also play multiple characters on the table that have the same name. You see the legend rule in full effect here. Not in any effect here. Rydia and Rydia are both on the table together. How can this be? There's only one Rydia. Normally this doesn't happen, but title format is wacky wavy, and you can play as many of the we'll talk about Yuna here in a second. Jesus. You can play as many of the same name characters as you would like to the field. Now, what's funny is we do have a Riku on the Final Fantasy IV deck, but it's because we stole it with Mind Flayer from our opponent. So you can also only use summons that are from the same title. So even the summons, the monsters, everything has to be from Final Fantasy IV. Now there is a little exception here where technically there are special category cards that are not from any title. Special category cards may be used in any title deck. All right. 3 Amaterasu in every deck. Yeah. That's category 12, dude, isn't it? All right. So for the deck up top here, looks like we've got Final Fantasy X, and at the bottom we got Final Fantasy IV. So the Final Fantasy X deck, YRP is in position, girls. We've got the full Yuna Riku Pain, and we do get to take advantage of Yuna, who is, I believe, completely unrestricted in title format here. This card, of course, the absolute menace of Opus 25. This card did get restricted for the Opus 26 format. You were only allowed to play 1 copy of this card in your deck now. She was just too good, folks. I mean, turns out being able to dull 2 of your permanents for a modal ability with no restriction on whether you can only use it on your turn or only use it once a turn or anything like that means that you cannot have the going. Amaterasu is Final Fantasy EX. Well, exactly. So you can't have Amaterasu in any deck. You can't use FFEX cards. That's not category special. Alright, so the Final Fantasy X characters, we're starting to get to see some guys we don't normally see. The new Gippal, the new Barrel Eye coming into play here. Final Fantasy X forwards other than Gippal you control gain 2,000 power, and your forwards can't be chosen by opponent's abilities. That's pretty strong, because I think this is a cool angle here from Logan, because the Riku and the Pain both also give Gullwings protection. So Pain says Gullwings can't be chosen by summons. Riku says Gullwings can't be chosen by abilities. Gippal says category 10 forwards can't be chosen by abilities. Everything's a 10 forward. And Yuna, of course, is a Gullwing. So this Yuna cannot be targeted by abilities or by summons. And there's 2 different things they have to get rid of before she can get targeted by those abilities. So we're going to start to be able to use Yuna however we please, as she can't get interacted with here. However, the Final Fantasy X deck, June is just going over the top, man. Look we've just got more and more and more characters on the field. Rydia into Rosa, Riku from the opponent, Cecil into Hooded Man, Theodore, and then Cecil again, Mom, Dad, Uncle Kane, and the little man himself. Everybody is out here ready to go. And I think the thing about this is, so the Gippal is making them pretty chonky. I mean, we've got a 10k Pain, 9k Riku. It's time for some party attacks, and that's exactly what we see here as Rosa teams up with her son. Rosa and Theodore look like they're considering an 11k party swing here, and that is what's going to happen. Damage. Oh yeah, Anima going to damage. See, this is one of the cool things about checking in on title format is we haven't been here for a while, so I forget, or not forget, maybe, is I don't remember or haven't realized which different summons or different tools the different title decks are going to get. This new Titus, actually, from Opus 26, pretty cool here. You can search for a unit and add it to your hand. Oh boy, that's a really good card when you can play a whole bunch of different units in your deck. Going to get a different Gullwing Yuna, no doubt. Then also, if a card named Yuna forward you control is dealt damage, the damage is dealt to Titus instead. And he's that 8k. Oh, be +2 with the Gippal on the field. This is actually a pretty cool, chonky boy Final Fantasy X board here. It's reminding me an awful lot of the low-powered decks of the first 2 sets. But no, we're just gonna get wider and wider. Here comes Porum. Now Porum can't even use her ability on anything here. Gippal can of course get chosen by the Porum, but then we still can't target any of these with abilities, so it's kind of a moot point. I think unfortunately the FF10 stuff's really cool, but all of these 4 guys are going to start doing party attacks and turning sideways every turn, and the Cane that reactivates all of the 4 forwards at the end of every turn. Or sorry, the Hooded Man, guys, my bad, no spoilers. The Hooded Man is able to activate all of your forwards at the end of every turn, so you can do the party attacks, turn your guys sideways to get in there, and you still have all your blockers because everyone's just going to reactivate before you pass the turn to your opponent. So I think we have everything we need to keep getting a wider board and start just going over the top of these really big untargetable guys. It is cool that they're all completely uninteractable. They're hexproof, they're untargetable, but the Cecil is making the Yuna just dulling the forwards down even. are really annoying, because remember the Cecil, who also the unit and the Cecil. Look at this, guys. We let these guys play a different format, and the first thing they do is go to the most degenerate cards that have been removed from play, right? So Cecil and Rosa, of course, are banned now, but Cecil is not banned in title. So when he enters the field, play a character costs 4 or less. We already did. I think it was the Hooded Man into a card back in hand. Judge question. I'll be right there. Thank you, Greg. But of course, when Cecil, he also says when your guys get targeted by abilities, your opponent has to pay that tax of 2. So it makes the Una thing a little bit more annoying. I really want to see what's going on with this Black Mage Una, but first let me field the old Judge question here. Judge calls while Light Lightning is on the field. Yes. Alright, sorry. Dude, I had a confident answer, and then Jeff said the opposite of my answer, and I did the thing where I shot from the hip and I didn't read the card first. And of course, the one time I do that, one of the guys that I trust the most for rulings answers the opposite of me. Light Lightning is on the field. Opus 26 Lightning attacks, bringing a forward onto the field, attacking with Opus 26 Lightning. So it's 2 forwards that have attacked, right? Light Lightning then attacks. Does she see the forward brought on the field? Opus 26 Lightning say that 13 forwards were attacking. Because the way that she's worded is she says if they have attacked the turn, right? They didn't declare an attack to trigger a on attack trigger, but they have attacked. Yes, that's exactly... Okay, I was right. Alright, Gregory, you're in chat. You can hear me? Do you this shake out? Do you understand? I could just read it through again real quick. So the Light Lightning is on the field. Opus 26 Lightning, the new one, attacks. She brings a forward onto the field that is attacking with Opus 26 Lightning. Those 2 forwards are declaring a party. They finish their attack. Now Light Lightning attacks. And she knows that 2 forwards have attacked this turn. So she is triggering as if she is the 3rd 13 forward attacking. And if that makes sense, then we're all set. Yeah, Jeff got there. He made me, dude. I second guessed myself. I should be confident. Okay. Normally I am. Normally we do a little RTFC, but I tried to shoot from the hip and give you a quick one there, Greg. But yeah, all right, we're all set. Light Lightning will see. God, I hate these fucking card names. Light Lightning will see Lightning, bring in Lightning, but Light Lightning doesn't trigger off the Lightning. Light Lightning only triggers once Light Lightning attacks after she has already seen Lightning bring in the other Lightning. Cool. Anyway, Buffalo. We've got these 2 declaring a party attack. Porum and Theodore seem like they would get along pretty well. They seem like they would party. Because of course, remember, Porum is much older by the time Theodore's around. Definitely party age. Alright, so let's talk about this Una, because we didn't really get a chance to look at the... He's got the fucking aura down. We'll get to that in a second. So she is also a Gullwings, even though she is also Black Mage, which is cool. When this ice unit enters the field, you can search for another job going and add it to your hand. So lots of really cool going strategy here and synergy in the FF10 title deck. For 2, we can play 1 going of cost 3 or less from our hand on the field. This is also a much stronger ability when we don't have that name clash problem, because normally this would only allow you to play 1 Riku and 1 Pain, but instead we could just keep playing Rikus and Pains from the deck. I love this. You can only use this ability once per turn, but not only on your turn, which does mean we can pay 2 to play those 3 or 4 cost go-wings. I love this. I absolutely love this. Choose 1 forward, dull it, and freeze it. Your opponent discards a card with the Blizzard. Also a very neat S ability that we're going to have way more opportunities to use in a deck that's playing more than 3 Yunas. So very cool. And then Orin is on the table, adding another layer to the fuckery here. Orin, of course, a Guardian, says, if you control a job... sorry, not that one. We're looking at the top. Summons and abilities of your opponent must choose Orin, if possible. Of course, he does also have the if you have a summoner or guardian other than Orin, when he dies, you draw a card. We actually don't, I don't think, have a summoner or a guardian because we're going heavy here. And it is forward, and even so, Kamari, I know you're a guardian, but you don't count. But Orin is just another guy saying, oh, you have to kill Orin first, then kill Gipple, then kill Riku, then you can target the units with abilities. This is my kind of hedge maze, dude. My kind of little puzzle. I can't believe my good friend Kato just abandoned me out here in the cold. In the cold outside of town. Have to run back in and warm up. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a lot of forwards. This is the whole damn game. Dude, we've got the expansion pack. Holy shit, it's the after years. We've got Palin, we've got Porum, we've got Rosa, Cecil, Kane, we've got Rydia, even fucking Leonora is here? Goodness gracious. It's a whole family event. It's a family reunion happening on this side of the table down here. June playing the Final Fantasy IV deck. I'm crafting over here. Hey, I'm crafting over here. I'm crafting here. Dude, I remember the tiger leather days. No Sid? There's no Sid. You're right. He's missing, dude. We're missing... Well, there's a lot more than that missing, right? There's no Yang, Ursula, Sid, Golbez, Edge, Kane. I mean, Hooded Man's there. Oh, lights! Oh my goodness! Dude, all we're doing is tapping permanents against each other. Cecil comes out here. He's basically like a Lilith kind of. You can dull 2 active category 4 characters to choose it forward to dull it. It's like bad Lilith. Really bad Yuna. Dull 4 active 4 characters, choose it forward, deal it 8k. Dude, look at what... Dude, Cecil walked so Yuna could run, huh? Alright, so saying before he passes, we're using... Oh, we're freezing the backup. Okay, we're using the Yuna action ability to freeze the Rydia backup. We're trying to just stop our opponent from having more characters to dull for Cecil by freezing things we can interact with without having to pay the tax. Interesting choice. It's an interesting strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it pays off for him. We'll see how it pays off for him. And folks, thanks for joining us this week. I know it's a weird week. It's a little in between. It's going to be a quiet one. We're going to have 3 quick rounds. We've got 5 players with us tonight. And I know these are probably going to be some pretty unpopular VODs online. We're just doing a little title format. I was hoping we would get to the new set tonight in time to get to Jam. But it looks like we're just going to have a party next week. And we'll have a little bit of info by then on what people are playing and what people are into. And we'll see what we can see. Alrighty. Sorry, back to this. Okay, we've got an awful lot of even more forwards. The Final Fantasy X deck has been taking a few damage every turn for the same reasons we said at the beginning. We're just going to be able to go over the top, right? We do have the twins as well, the Palom and the Porom, just continuously giving each other those counters. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're going to be able to turn sideways individually by themselves. Then we're also going to be able to use those party attacks. We have anthems on both fields. It's just so interesting to see these two decks kind of going up against each other here. Very different from what we're used to seeing, huh? We're doing another Mind Flayer, dude. Like, I'm out of forwards to play. Let me see what forwards you have for me to play. Hey, how about I take a quick look at your deck? Because, man, my title is boring, dude. You got anything going on over there? You got anything I can take a look at? You got anything for me? $22 counters on Rydia, by the way. Rydia has 22 growth counters on her. She is large. She is swole. Rydia going to need a 22 cost summon to take full advantage of her amount of counters here. God. She can cast any summon in the game easily, twice over. I mean, we're using it for a Mind Flayer. But Waka, dude. Yes! I forgot about this Waka, man. What a cool card. Totally overshadowed by by stuff that came out right after this starter. But when this starter deck first came out, I loved this card. Whenever Waka or Category 10 forward enters the field, he gets a counter, and then you can spend the 3 counters to just like blast somebody with his S ability. Throw a blitz ball at him, dude. Hit him in the noggin with a sphere. Blast that noggin. You know what I'm saying? I'm crafting it. We're driving the struggle bus to Turd City. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dude, you need Lalo to hype you up. He's so busy being a new dad right now, but he is our crafting hype man. Being a new dad is a busy job. It's a busy job. I guess he's not a new dad, but he's a dad to a new kid. He's been a dad. He done been a dad. A noble pursuit. Yeah, that's what they say. JR took it. Okay, so we did get to see what was going on at the other table. JR versus Greg. I think Greg was on the Final Fantasy 13 deck. We don't know what JR was playing. But 7-3 for JR looks like at table 2. And of course, Xavier got his free Dubski. Let me put that result in here. JR winning 7-3 over Greg. Boop. June versus Logan, table 1. Oh man, it's starting to finally fall apart here. He's dragging the forwards down. So we can see who has and hasn't attacked. Guys, I'm getting a quick bevy. Looks like this one's just about over. Actually, maybe let me wait to go get a quick bevy. I'll throw up the next game pairings, and then I'll get a bevy. That sounds like better timing. He just drags everybody back. How about that? I can't believe we survived that turn. But all of those Gullwings are gone, dude. Gipple is still on the table. Yuna's here, but the protection's gone. And he says, good game. Cecil, too strong. Yeah, dude, they need to... Look at this fucking guy, dude. Huh, man? They should ban this card or something. Hey, yeah. It's that tax that he has is just crippling when Yuna's trying to move these guys to win, and then you just can't. And then there's all these forwards, man. It's just too much. Good game. That was silly. It hit me with a little 6-7. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Oh lord. Okay. Good game, guys. Alright, we've got that one 7-0 for June. And we go to the next round, folks. It's just that easy. So far we have seen Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 4. Snugsy, don't? Why? What has happened? Sorry I had to. It's okay. It's a topical meme, June. That's content. Free W is still a W. We take those, dude. We take the free wins. Alright, pairings are going up, folks. All right, guys. So we've got JR versus Logan and June versus Xavier here. So JR is, we don't know what JR is on, versus Logan, who we just saw playing the FF10 deck. Then we have June with the FF4 deck versus Xavier playing, we don't know, but we do know, right? It's Final Fantasy 12. It's Sky Pirates. So do we want to see Sky Pirates, or do we want to roll the dice on what JR is playing and just kind of seeing something different? I think let's see what JR is doing first. If I'm gonna watch one of those games again, the Goldwing stuff is slightly better than watching the Cecil show. All right. Table 2 is up and ready for our viewing pleasure. Let's dive into there. And then I'm gonna get that game up on the screen for you guys. Then I'm gonna get myself a beverage. Beverage time! Oh, Sky Pirates! This is, wait, I went to the wrong table. I went to table 2. We wanted to go to table 1. My bad. But Xavier is on Sky Pirates, so we get to look at a little bit of that here. Wouldn't you know it? Kites found 3 Sky Pirates. Yeah, I mean, Fran and Kites and these cards are so insane when you can just play all of the versions of the good Sky Pirates. Maybe we do just watch Sky Pirates. We're here already anyway. I do just want to see what category JR is playing, so let me take a quick look. Oh, he's playing 13. Oh, they did play 13 against each other. That's pretty troll. Dude, my man my man is using the Vanille no way. Wow. We had Vanille with 2 specials to answer the Una Orin. That's very cool. Interesting game going on over there. Anyway, Sky Pirates are happening here. So let's see what's going on with the Sky Pirates. This is going to be June versus Xavier. And I will be right back. Names up here. Xavier is playing 5C12, and then June is the sky. I can go twice as high. Alright, we're back. We have got a big old thing of water. Water? And we're ready, dude. Okay, folks. Let's see, where did we get to here? Looks like it must have been a reset, or these guys are snoozing. Let's see what happened. Let's see if I can get a little intel. June searched for a Palmer Porum, then played a Porum pitch. Maybe we're just chilling. Maybe we're just having a nice slow gentleman's game here to start. Yeah, we got Kites and Kites out. Kites is definitely one of the guys suffering from name clash in the modern, in standard. But in title, he gets to shine, dude. I still love this Rio Maito art, dude. I know some people hating on this art. I love it. My little man Kites, dude. He just knows what's up. Isn't it cute? Look at him. Look at, I mean, I just like the simple, kind of little cartoony, like, nature of it. And then you got Elza here, who is legally wearing clothes. Miss Dragon. Miss Dragon. Yeah, we actually have a lot of scantily clad. I guess there are the pirates, right? This is like the least pirate looking dude you'll ever see in your life. Fran, dude. Yes, Fran has made an appearance here. This is her Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia art. And yeah, if that was a mouthful, trust me, it sure was. Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia was a fun mobile game, but just one of many many gotchas that has since been sunset by old Square Enix. But they did have all the characters in this kind of special TV style. Fran was quite good in that game. Yeah, so up here, we talked a little bit about what the players were playing last game. We had the Final Fantasy X Gull Wings centric deck. Then we had the Final Fantasy IV deck at the bottom, which is kind of category synergy. Here, it looks like we are going for job synergy again in the FF12 deck with Sky Pirates. So Sky Pirates, of course, is... if you've played Final Fantasy XII, Balthier and Fran are Sky Pirates. Vaughn has always wanted to be a Sky Pirate. By the end of the game, you've heard the word Sky Pirate so many times, you're going to go crazy. And then, of course, they had Revenant Wings, the sequel, where there's a whole bunch more Sky Pirates, right? So it's pirate time out there. Now, in Final Fantasy TCG, there's a lot of synergy that the Sky Pirates have for basically just having a full crew of Sky Pirates, right? So sometimes when you get to the specific main characters, like Fran, she has Balthier synergy, you can see here. You know, if you control Balthier, she's cheaper to play, and she does some damage. Elza here, if you have a Sky Pirate other than her, you draw a card. Kites lets you take a Sky Pirate and hide them, and then bring them back later. Backup Kites lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add a Sky Pirate, or a Wind card, rather. Sorry, not a Sky Pirate. Add a Wind card to them. But yeah, basically just a lot of synergy for, like, is this guy a Sky Pirate? Meanwhile, down here, if a Category 4 character enters your field, you gain a crystal. So that's going to happen with every single card in the entire deck is a Category 4 character. Then Porum and Palom, of course, the twins, are here helping each other just grow and grow. They get EXP counters at the end of the turn. And you get 2 EXP counters on both at the end of the turn if you have both in play, so they grow even faster. Once they're at 3 counters, they start to do some really nasty stuff. So we kick it back over and we give 2 counters to each of our twins, and Xavier basically gets 1 turn where he can deal with these before things start to be really problematic. We've got Vaughn from Opus 26 coming down here. He's looking back at it, dude. He's got that EX burst. When Vaughn enters the field, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Sky Pirate among the 2 your hand, and return the other cards to the bottom of the deck in any order. And then when a job Sky Pirate other than Vaughn enters the field, you choose up to 2 backups and activate them, which is pretty good. Only activates once a turn, but that's fine. Penelo and Redis are both really, really strong synergy with a full Sky Pirate lineup. We gotta take the Penelo, though. She's way stronger than Redis. This Penelo is an all-star. Boy, do I love this card. I used this action ability so many times back in Opus 15. This Penelo... Oh, well, look, we had a Redis. We just had one in hand. That's another great reason to take the Penelo. But the Penelo, of course, she has... this ability costs 5, except its cost is reduced by 1 for each Sky Pirate other than Penelo you control, and it can become 0. So when Penelo comes down, it's literally going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Redis does have... Okay, the trigger. Okay, we got the trigger for Vaughn. So Redis comes into play and activates 2 Sky Pirates. Activates 2 backups because of Vaughn. Redis is free because he's -1 for each Sky Pirate you control. We have 5. Tap 2 for Penelo. Penelo comes down. Now Penelo's action ability costs 0, and her action ability is either choose a Sky Pirate, can't be chosen by abilities till the end of the turn, choose a forward, it loses 3,000 power, or draw a card. So it looks like we're going to be drawing another... we're trying to target the Vaughn with the ability turn on here. I guess when in response to, like, to him playing... like going to activate them the first time or something, or post it triggering. I'm not sure what the timing is like here, but they're clearly in chat talking to each other about it. So Brian, I didn't even see you in chat. I love what I see. Yeah, man, of course. The Final Fantasy IV deck, you should see, rewind the stream or pop the VOD open later when we're done and watch round 1. This deck goes wide, brother. The entire cast of Final Fantasy IV is on the table. It's a real shit show. It's a really, really cool game. Excuse me, waiter, where's my music? Waiter, where's the lo-fi Final Fantasy music I ordered? Waiter? There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no, I didn't order the end of the video. I ordered the fresh video. I ordered the fresh video. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. This is mine. Excellent. Alright, that guy's not getting a tip. Okay. Penelo drawing a free card because, well, why the fuck not? Right? Why not? Why not just deal a little C, you know? Get a little freaky with it. Yeah, I got a feeling this last round's gonna go real fast. Folks, I am just yawning here. We've got the Pinello using her ability again. Yep, why don't I just get another, you know what, how about another free card? How about just another free card? If it's for free, it's for me, folks. You know, we always say that around here. Pinello's just like, and another one. And another one. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. We're gonna go scoop that. Xavier goes to the turn, draw 2, first main. Now we've got some Sky Pirates to turn sideways. So here's the thing, though. You guys remember round 1? Remember the twins? Remember how we won round 1? Both of the players had this really wide board, but because of the scaling nature of the twins and the protection of the green Cecil, the legend Cecil that was banned, we go over. Our guys are going to be stronger, our guys are going to keep scaling, and we're going to be able to go over the top. Meanwhile, our opponent has got a 5k Pinello, a 3k Elza, a 3k Kites. It's just not enough. Now, that being said, here comes Balthier. Balthier has the ability to tap 2 of those lesser Sky Pirates, or even the backups, to give a Sky Pirate plus 2,000 power and haste, and that's repeatable. So now you can start to play some power games. Balthier lets you not only block it over the top, but he lets you come in over the top yourself if you wanted to. However, let's not forget, there it is. Balthier is getting lit up by the Palom ability right away here. Have we already used Pinello? We have not. We could use Pinello to protect Balthier from the Porum here. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. From the Palom here. That one's Palom. My bad. Insensitive Snugs. We're giving her all she's got, Captain. So it looks like we threw a Palom at him, then he's going to protect the Balthier with Pinello. So then we're going to say, okay, now I'm going to shrink Balthier down to his nubbins. I'm going to make him a 1k with no abilities. Now in response, I would tap Balthier and Pinello and give somebody plus 2k, but, you know, it looks like we're letting that one ride. It's very surprising to me that we're not just gonna use Balthier's ability before. Alright, so we activate Kites, oh, sorry, yeah, okay, we move Fran to the table. But this is a different Fran. We're now looking at, this Opus 16, was it? Opus 10, oh my goodness, Opus 10 Legend Fran. If you control a card named Balthier forward, which we no longer do, Fran can't be chosen by abilities. For each Sky Pirate other than Fran you control, she gains plus 1,000 power. So right now she is chonking 13k. And then when Fran attacks, choose one forward opponent controls, deal 1,000 damage for each Sky Pirate other than Fran you control, of course. I think all the Frans kind of get overshadowed by multi-element Fran. Multi-element Fran is just so strong and so good in the Sky Pirate decks. Plus, there aren't Balthiers that are just like really, really sticky forwards. So this Fran needing the Balthier to be able to kind of be that special targetable ass beater, it's a little harder. We do get another Balthier out here. Oh no, sorry, that's the same Balthier, because Balthier, he never died, he just had his ability power reduced. Sorry, his abilities removed, his power reduced to 1. Boom, ba-da, boom. Guys, wow. Facebook just hit me with a fucking 16-year-old memory, dude. We are old, folks. Of the 5th of November. Dude, remember. If everybody go ahead and fire up V for Vendetta tonight. It's the one time a year that you can watch V for Vendetta like it's your job. Ooh, Zeromus. Now that's really cool tech here. Okay, this Zeromus is very interesting in this situation. Sky Pirate's very difficult to interact with. We can tap them to make our guys bigger. We can't target them because of Penelo. We can't target Fran because of Balthier. However, what if I told you we didn't have to target him? What if I told you Zeromus could just come in and he could have an ability that says at the end of each of your opponent's turns, dull all the forwards the opponent controls. So Zeromus demands an answer. He demands removal from a deck that does not have access to a lot of it in title format. And he's saying, if you don't deal with me now, your whole board is going to tap down, and then I'm going to turn all my guys sideways, and it's going to be game over. The fact that we have the Hooded Man on the table as well means that we can attack with everything, and then the Hooded Man reactivates everything. We're on a 2-turn clock. All of a sudden, you know, Xavier, who's thinking he maybe was a little ahead, is dead in 2 turns. It desperately needs an answer. Alright, so we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to make our things big. We're going to use the Balthier action ability. Now, in response to that, we have got some palming and poruming to do. So remember now, the Porum can just point at something and reduce its power to 1,000 and remove all of its abilities. Palm gets to point at something and just blast it for 8,000 damage. Together they can kill anything, but you know, apart they actually are even stronger at this point, as they can take care of 2 different threats every turn. Very, very strong. I still think, even though those guys are teeing off right now, yes, Palmaporum gaining all these counters and teeing off is a problem. Yes, Cecil protecting everybody is a problem. Yes, Hooded Man letting us attack but keep every blocker up is a problem. But the real problem is Zeromus. On top of all that other stuff is stuff that you can figure out and kind of try to deal with or work through or mitigate. But Zeromus is going to just dull all your fucking forwards, man. And then you will have 0 blockers. And that's that. That doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why if it goes, hey, right before my turn, you let down all your guard. Alright, it's my turn. Well, all I need to do to win is punch you in the face, and I just told you to let down your guard, and we forced your guard to you know, be let down in all these different aspects. And now it's like, oops. We're gonna dull the Hooded Man here. Wow, it's actually pretty brave attacking with Hooded Man. I mean, I know we can manipulate the power of a blocker here, but, well, none of it's Fran, actually. Do we just block with Fran? She's higher than 10k, right? She's 13. Do we just block with Fran? Because he can't. If we control a card named Balthier forward, she can't be chosen by abilities, and we do. No, looks like we're just gonna take this one. Interesting. Chat, what am I missing? Oh, yeah, Brian. You're talking about that new Zeromus? How about that guy, huh? How about that guy? What a card. There are a lot of cards in this set that I think are mechanically just really interesting. Now, don't... I didn't say good. I think there's a lot of crap, and there's also, you know, the usual amount of both. But there are a lot of cards there where I'm like, wow, mechanically? That's a good idea. That's a clever design space, etc., etc. So what are we going to do here for Xavier? We've got to figure out the Zeroma's problem, and the Palom and the Porom are picking us apart. Man, what's our answer here? No, oh, there's Fran. There's big Fran. The strongest Fran of them all. Able to play those category 12 characters from your hand directly onto the field. Cute art Fran, you get the cutie patootie. I'm just gonna blow up the Porom. Now Porom, she protects other Sky Pirates, but in a Sky Pirate deck, she cannot protect herself. So the Palom is going to 8k the Penelo. Penelo is unable to do anything to prevent this. We can use Balthier to try to prevent this. Balthier, we can dull 2, and we can pump her by 4k. Now, pumping her by 4k, she'll barely survive. Then if we just Porom her, she's dead too. So I don't think that's going to be what happens here. I think maybe we're just going to use her to protect. We're going to say, we targeted the Bards, the friend, and there's the other friend. I know that we said choose a forward. This can't be chosen by ability study to the turn. It seems like, is that Raz? Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Give him the old razzle dazzle, dude. Give him the old razzle dazzle. There he is. Oh, wait, you know what? I never noticed his little fucking chocobo on his head before. Look at his little burb. Honestly, in all honesty, I haven't spent a lot of time looking at this card. But I never noticed that before. Moving a fire crystal to the void, let me tell you, I would kill somebody for that fire crystal in Final Fantasy 11 right now. In the I'm playing a test server for the private server that I play on, and trying to do some weirdo crafting stuff on there, and I need crystals which are normally abundant, and instead I'm having a very difficult time curing them. So I want to rip those crystals off the table right now and put them in my bag, dude. All right, looks like we are going to Porom the Fran. Now that's a pretty good idea. We don't want Fran out here just vomiting more characters onto the table over and over again, as she's wants to do. Because we could use the Balthier to give her haste too. Oh, I think that might have been what we did earlier, why we did the draw to both of them and had the draw on the other thing. I think the Balthier gave the Fran haste. Fran was going to play a card for free on attack as well. That's why we blanked it with the Porum. Because, I mean, so now we can kill the Zeromosa, right? We just need to attack with Fran. Deal it 1,000 for each sky power other than Fran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom! Oh, but you know, no, he only, who knows? He only has so many plays he can make, Xavier, even though he's got all these cards in hand. I think it's pretty straightforward. June, though, 1 card in hand. Needing a little bit of a miracle. Zeromus is kind of scary enough that it's holding it down, but I think we're going to be able to clear the Zeromus this turn, so things are looking a little sketchy. A little bit, just a half a cup sketchy. Just like a little dribble sketchiness, you know? What do we have here? In the cloud. We're using Kukulane on the Zeromus. Oh, I looked away for 1 second. I looked back, and Xavier has found himself an answer. He does have a summon that handles Zeromus for now. A temporary fix, slamming the flex tape over the leak. The Kukulane does say Zeromus cannot dull all the forwards at the end of the turn, and we do draw the card. We had to pay the tax for it, which we do pay by discarding a Raz, it looks like. Oh, there's the Sid. Somebody said no Sid earlier. Well, he's here. He's going to go search for the light Cecil. Uh-oh, things are looking mighty scary. We don't have any... Oh, no, we do have the Pinello. So we have the Pinello that protects the Sky Pirates from being dulled. However, Porum and Palom are at crazy counter levels. Cecil says we can dull some guys. I think we're in a little bit of Turble team. We're a little bit of Turble. I don't even know that we're going to use Light Cecil here for anything, really. But, I mean, we still have Huge Fran. Huge Fran is at 16k. So we have to use Porum on Fran. It turns her all the way back to a 5k. And which will also turn her to a 1k. But you're gonna block that, right? You're gonna Porum onto that one. So the first thing you have to do is kill the Porum. Or not Porum, Pinello. Oh god, all these P's. First thing you have to do is kill the Pinello. So we're gonna kill the Pinello with the Palom. We're gonna kill the Pinello with the Palom. Pinello with the Palom. If you're at home, say that one out loud. Pinello with the Palom. It just is an interesting Pinello with the Palom. Pinello with the Palom. Gonna kill the Pinello with the Palom. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill the Pinello with the Palom. Blasting her for 8k. Just absolutely smoking her. Porum is still gonna be ready to go. Bringing something down to 1k power. And preventing it from having any abilities. Likely reserved for Fran. A little Frano-y Frano action here. Where the Porum will say, let me solo her, and just take Fron outside. Looks like we're going to choose Redis for something that he can't be chosen by abilities, and we're preemptively doing it? I don't understand. If we got nothing better to do, maybe we just draw a card. But we're just going to try to make it so our blockers can't get moved. Like, if we do this to the Redis, we're forcing him to dull it right now with Cecil, which is what he's going to do. He's going to, there it is. He's going to tap Cecil, and probably the Hooded Man. Yep, there it is, the Hooded Man. You're going to tap Cecil and the Hooded Man, and we're going to say, how about you actually dull the Redis instead? And we're going to just totally fizzle out the Palom ability there. I wonder, this deck seems like it's probably not playing new Balthier. I think it really needs Sky Pirates. Having that guy where you can just pitch him and activate all your forwards is insane. Like, it's actually insane. If that Balthier's not in this deck, it sure should be. Pinello goes to the break zone, and there goes the battle. We're going to attack with Zeromus. We're going to say, how about you? We're going to say, hey, Quarterman, how's about you and me? Go Growlbacks. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Zeromus freezes the Balthier and says, no, sir, not today. Well, it's okay because this Balthier, look at him, dog. Take a second. Let's take a second to look at this art. My man is not fighting anybody anytime soon anyway. He's got, yeah, does he have the gun in his hand? Yeah. My man is fucking relaxing. He is leaning up against a tree next to a river. He's got like a little mountain range thing going on in the background over there. He is just fucking chilling right now. And he's also literally chilling because he's frozen. Yep. So, we're almost going to take care of that. We get trumped. Now, Palom is going to turn sideways for... How big is this little chumper now? Is he at 12k? Jesus Christ. They grow up so fast, don't they, folks? Vaughn is going to just take that one on the chinny chin chin and go right to the old break. Oh no, we're using more of Balthier's abilities. This is interesting, I thought. Oh no, that's right. We were saving the blanking. So now we're targeting the Balthier with Porum. Maybe a little late. Maybe we should have targeted the Balthier with Porum a little earlier, because then, remember, Porum says you choose a forward and then it doesn't have any more abilities. It doesn't have any abilities until the end of the turn. So all this stuff we're doing with Balthier here, where we keep tapping our guys bigger, other guys bigger, none of that would have been able to happen. Go Growlbacks, dude. Hey, Quarterman. How's about you and me? Oh, man. Man, these boards tonight, huh? They have been so wide. I think part of title is just that you get the ability to play multiple forwards of the same name. So it unlocks a lot of people wanting to do synergies where, like, a forward with that name matters, and or inevitably job synergy ones are going to have a lot of copies of the same guys where that job is is easy to find in one of these titles, like Sky Pirates. Alright, it looks like we're doing a little twin action to Balthier, twinning. Boopy-doopy-doo. This is getting tricky. I definitely thought that the Zeromus was going to spell doom. Xavier has been holding it together with these Sky Pirates. Then I thought that the Cecil was going to spell doom. Again, the Sky Pirates are able to just get there because every time you go to dull the guys, he's able to say, okay, well, I'll dull them my own way for abilities of things like Balthier, between the Pinello being able to make things untargetable, then the Fran being huge and not being able to be targeted when there's a Balthier in play, and then like there's just enough layers of it that it was a little bit awkward for June. And then June, even with two fully loaded twins and the light Cecil, is just having a hard time cutting through this board of like 7 or 8 Sky Pirate guys, where one of them could just become this hex-proof 11k dude, and you kind of got to just say pass the turn. So it's been very interesting to see these stalemates and how people break these boards tonight as we've had these really like wide forward games. That all being said, having seen what JR is playing and how fast he won the last 2 rounds, I got a feeling the board might be getting, you know what, it might still be a wide board, but things are just going to be so fast. We're not going to have one of these long, protracted grind outs, I don't think, because I think his deck is just one of the kind that either goes fast, wins fast, or crashes and burns, baby. Use this witchcraft to get this fire off me. Alright, so we have another Kukulane here. Kukulane has actually been coming in clutch. Final Fantasy XII does have some really good utility summons. The Kusith, the Kukulane. So Kukulane is going to choose a forward, loses all abilities till the end of the turn, draw a card. So we're going to try to turn off Porum's ability to turn off one of our guys and force Porum to do it now, / choose. The Porum normally has the flexibility, right? The action ability, you choose a forward, its power becomes 1,000, and it can't use any abilities for the rest of the turn. So those are 2 totally different ways to solve different problems. And so when you're going to take it, they're gonna have to, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to take away the abilities of these things, the Kukulanes. Title 12 title's gonna have some sweet new title summons. Dude, the 12 summon art, can we look at that for a second? Can we pull that up? Actually, you guys, but it's me, guys, pull it up. I got it. Dude, the art for some of those cards is insane. Insane. IGN. I don't want to go there. It's on Materia Hunter by now, right? The full arts. Happy Wednesday, my dude, Mr. Titans. Is that World's competitor, Mr. TCG Titans? Materia Hunter's got the goods. They've got the sauce, dude. They've got those full arts. All right, hold on. Let me go to full arts. Oh, baby, dude. The art in this game gets better and better, man. This Moomba, come on. This rain, come on. Also, though, guys, where the fuck is Angelo? Okay, where's Angelo? That poor girl. Where is our best pupper? Oh, okay, it looks like if I click it, there we go. Let's do one of these. How spoiled are we with Materia Hunter? Very, dude. It's funny because I used to be like, I couldn't switch off FF decks, man. Like, I just done too much FF decks for too long. I was so used to it. And I built decks, even though they both had the same features, I just built decks faster on FF decks. Like, I don't know what it was. But then every time they touched FF decks with any kind of update, I would just like get slower at building decks. And I'd be like, you guys are fucking with like my flow. Like, it used to just be like fast and snappy, and I could just do it. I could just bang out a bunch of these and go fast. And now it's all clunky, and then they did the thing where they migrated, and they basically were like, everybody has to make a new password and account because we fucked everything up. And I was like, sounds like a good time. Sounds like you guys are pushing me out. It's not my fault anymore. Okay? It sounds like you guys are pushing me out. So then we became Materia Hunter boys. And, I really just go with whatever the thing is that for me is best, and that is certainly Materia Hunter now. Can't recommend it enough. Also, just always improving in ways that don't make it worse and fucky for me. You know what I'm saying? I need a ruling. Xavier says, for when in effect it has a you may do X, may hold priority to stack another action before doing X. If something says you may do X, you choose to do that at resolution. Alright, got an answer for him there. So Xavier's question was, say something says, when it enters the field you may do X. He's saying, do I get the ability to hold priority and add things to the stack before doing X? And I don't know if it's in like literally every case, but I want to say for the most part here the answer is yes, because basically the way that wording works, those are for abilities like this Vaughn. So see Vaughn's second ability, when Vaughn enters the field you may pay wind. When you do so, activate all the job Sky Pirates you control. For anything that says that you may do X, you choose whether or not you're going to do the thing. You have to make up your mind on the resolution of the ability. So until it resolves, you don't have to decide if you're going to pay wind. You just have to play Vaughn on the field, and he says, hey, when you enter the field, you may do a thing. And then you're like, well, before I answer that question, and then you can stack things. And then you pass priority, and your opponent can stack things. So they could, technically they could Amaterasu Vaughn, even though Amaterasu would be better after you paid, right? Technically they can respond by like removing let's say you had a backup and they had a card that instant speed allowed them to like bounce the backup to your hand. If Vaughn enters the field, they could respond by bouncing that thing back to your hand before you were able to pay the 1 CP to resolve that ability for Vaughn. And then eventually you get to the bottom and you decide, I will pay wind, and you pay it, and then that adds a new one. You do so, and that goes back onto the stack, and then that can also be answered. So I hope that clears things up for Xavier and anybody else who needed that cleared up. Sometimes we just get a little crunchy rules question, you know? Alright, but I was on a mission for you guys. Hold on. I was on a mission. The long monitor. There it is, dude. Alright, we're gonna look at some of the full arts really fast after the after this game is over. FF decks used to be goated, dude. That's for sure. I don't know if you said that way back when, but I just saw that. That is how I feel, dude. I feel like it used to just be like, even though Materia Hunter was still good, I felt like FF decks was just a little bit better, and I was at least better at using it, or I was faster at using it. And now it's just fucking, I don't know, man. I felt it at a certain point. It felt like they wanted me to leave, dude. You know what I mean? It felt like they were like breaking and fucking shit up so much while Materia Hunter was on the rise that how could it not just push me to Materia Hunter? Like, if that's what you wanted so you could do less work, that's fine, man. Thank you for your service. I'll never not appreciate FF decks for the years, for the thousands and thousands of decks that I built on their program. And that was at the time when I had first started using FF decks. I had never used a deck builder like it for any game I had ever played. It was the best deck builder for any TCG I'd ever played. And I felt like everybody should have adopted their deck builder. And well, guess what? Somebody did adopt a similar style deck builder, except they made it better, man. So now we are Materia Hunter boys, dude. And I don't know if my opinion on which of the deck building websites that I use matters to literally anybody, or makes anybody feel any kind of way, or means anything at all. But that is how I feel and where I have landed. And my personal endorsement obviously goes to Materia Hunter these days. So I guess, you know. Sorry, FF Decks guys, but thank you for your service. I supported you for years. I'm pretty sure I'm still a patron. if you still have a Patreon. Alright, now this one looks like it is finally, the Cecil is finally dulled everybody out, and the Porum's attacking, yeah. Xavier taking the full points of damage, and this one going to the Final Fantasy IV deck. I do have to say though, this was a really cool match. At first I thought Xavier was a lot more stuck than he was when the Zeromus and stuff came out, then when the like Cecil first came out, but he hung on for a while here. It's a very interesting, very interesting back and forth. I'm also realizing I'm pretty sure time was over like 10 minutes ago, and we were just enjoying this match so much and talking about full art cards that you said. I was looking at this gorgeous art that I missed it, so I'm sorry about that to the two gentlemen waiting in the wing. But what a game! What a good game! All right, let's go ahead and get the last round paired. But first, dude. You know what I'm saying? This Luneth, this alone. You can sit also drawing the katana, man, looking sick. This Moomba, I can't with this thing, man. There's a little poo-poo UFO flying into space in the background of the card, man. I love it, dude. You got Laguna out here in the Windhill grass. You got rain. Now, why these guys are in like the Dreamatorium, I don't know, but sure, you know, they got the grid. Hashtag welcome to the grid. But the reason that we were originally talking about these full arts is because we were talking about the There they are. Oh my goodness. The Final Fantasy 12 summons. We'll get to the 5 stuff in a second, but look at this Chaos Walker of the Wheel. What a cool looking art style. Then the Galuf and the crowd, dude. Just really, really something else. I mean, these are Rika, right? Yeah, wow. This art, man. Better and better. Better and better. Gorgeous art. Look at this Hashmal. Look at this motherfucking guy. He looks sick, dude. Look at his little fucking grin in there. Even this Marlboro is sick art. No offense to the Gen. I'm not, you know, these are okay. Cypher looking sick. The Go-Go art. I mean, come on, dude. He's using dance. He's using dance, and the Mog is dancing on the card, and they're all dancing together. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. The Ramu. This Leviathan, dude. What a cool. What a set, man. All right. Anyway, we had to do that together. We had to look at the new full arts together because they're gorgeous. Oh, boss, you're delicious. All right, we're pairing the next round. It does look like I've got a little red ghost train going on now with Yorichi and Moogle, what the heck? Moogle tooted away? Moogle tooted away? I can't tell what that guy's name is. We got the red ghost train is absolutely going right now. All right. Which of these is the one with the tournament in it? There it is. There it is. Alright. This is... Alright, so this is JR. Got it 7-0 over Logan. June got a 7-4 over Xavier. Next round. What are you doing to me? Come on, there we go. Post this one for peoples. Pairings. Sorry for the wait, guys. This is my bad. Time will begin at 8:45. It will be called at 9. Reach, perfect. Alright, final round is up. June versus JR. I got a feeling this is gonna go real quick. It depends though. I don't know. You know what? Early Palamporum, early Wind Legend Cecil, they're disruptive. They're disruptive. Could easily be a great response to a strong FF13 Lightning opener. We'll see how it shakes out. Boom, boom. All right, last round's ready. Let's go ahead. Let's dive in. I love this FF6 music, man. Obviously I'm just a 6 head, but still. But still. Table 1 is ready for us. Alright, live in game. We gotta get this up because this one's gonna fly, dude. Get rid of these player names. Okay, here we are. Final round. Player 1. On the left. Going to be AR. So we got 13 versus 4. This is my retroactive apology and also proactive apology, both simultaneously somehow, to the YouTube viewers in the future and the VOD viewers for me not putting in the names of the decks that were played round 1, like I just have done these last 2 rounds. Oops. Oops. Sometimes oops, you know? Alright, so we started with the Porum. Now this is, so we'll take a quick second, while there's nothing else to talk about, to drill deep on this Porum. This is a really, really cool card. If, when this card had come out, we had lived in a world where an FF4 deck, like the ones that Brian C. had been playing recently, or the Unit deck, actually had sea legs earlier. By the time we got to those decks being strong, we had the other twins, right? So it was no longer any reason to play the backup Porum here. Actually, we may have already had them by the time this guy, 100%. But this backup is really, really cool in title. It's like almost made for title. It's very strong effect. I like it a lot. When it enters the field, you discard a card and then you draw a card back. So it's just filtering, and I love card advantage and card filtering. But then if the card is a category 4 card, you draw 2 cards and then you discard a card from your hand. So you not only get to draw an extra card to filter an extra card, you get to discard an extra card. So there's some decks even where that is good too, like Mono Water, where you're trying to accelerate for Leviathan. Alright, so we're going to play Vanilla, and we are going to get Wind Hope here. So when Hope enters the field, we're going to pay X, and when we do, we search for a 13 character, cost X, and play it on the field. We're going to pass the turn here, this one. So I think we're getting ready for a very explosive turn. Looks like it might be something along the lines of Hope into Lightning, then we attack and she plays something else on the field. Maybe we even play Lightning and Lightning. Guys, this fucking... I'm so sorry, it's not me. They named the character Lightning. So either Lightning or Lightning come down onto the field. If not both. And we go for one of those really scary kill turns out of almost, you know, nowhere. Alright, so we're going for the Rydia. Rydia lets us go and get a summoner and a summon. We're gonna get another Rydia, which is kind of fun because you can just go get a different Rydia. So we're gonna get the Rydia forward and we're gonna get the Mind Flayer. A different Mind Flayer than I thought, just reading the words Mind Flayer. I did assume that we were going to get the water one that lets us steal forwards. However, the ice one is smart against this 13 deck because it's going to hopefully stop one of these things from happening, but this is getting crazy real fast. Maybe we don't have the... Oh no, we can pay for it with any color because we have the ice. Yes, of course. Very smart. Include in the deck. Really smart deck building from JR. And a great tech to go search out with this Rydia. Get that Ice Mind Flare. Cast that to dull the lightning and draw a card. Or sorry, not by JR. By June. I'm sorry. I'm giving credit to the wrong player. JR is the one who got his thing dulled. Good credit to June. June, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say it 100 more times. Credit to June. June was the one. She had the brilliant idea of putting the tech Mind Flare in the deck. Very cool. You can't mess with her, dude. Rosa, I mean, I really hope you've got some help coming in. I hope there's a Cecil screaming in off the back line here. Oh, there he is. Okay, hold on. We might be in a great spot here on June's side. I mean, we'll see. 13 does still have some really powerful stuff it can do, even under this situation that we find ourselves in right now. But yeah, there comes the Rydia. We're gonna start to amass some free. Oh god, yeah. Porum comes down. Then we can put another counter on Rydia. So now Rydia's at 4. She can Mind Flare for free. It looks like we're responding to the counters getting placed onto the Rydia by using Imperilga. Now that's really good. Do we have the second video? Holy! So Imperilga S ability. During this turn, if a forward opponent controls is dealt damage, you double it instead, and it does 2,000 damage to all the forwards. So that's 4k. But if you have another Vanille, it's a double, and we're gonna go. We're gonna blast them. We don't end up doing it. Interesting. We do just kill the. We just kill the Rosa. The Rosa's dead. We do still get to the 4 here on the Rydia, which is interesting. We use that just to kill the old Rosa. Or I guess maybe potentially we have more to do, or saving it, re-Imperilga. I'm not sure. Oh, it killed Porum too. That's important. That's very important. Very important. Alright, so we got hope. Rebellions are built on hope. He's going to search for the Sarah. We all know which one. She's terrifying. Although the other Sarah, the one that is just like, if you have this many 13 characters, it blanket power drops the other side, would be really good right now too. It would just kill the Rydia and everything could just turn sideways. Actually, if that's in the deck, I'm surprised. I mean, I know this one's fun to use, but if the other Sarah is in the deck, getting the other Sarah is really good. But this one, the game might just be over. I don't know. When she enters the field, we can choose a forward 4 less, and we do have 2 category 13 forwards. We can break it. We will probably break the Rydia. We can break Hooded Man, but we'll probably break the Rydia. We are going to attack with the Lightning. And play the Sarah. So then Sarah, immediately when she enters the field, we're going to choose that forward and break it. Then we're going to pay 0, and then we have 3 or more category 13 forwards, so we're going to deal the opponent a direct point of damage. So we're going to pay that cost there for the Cecil tax. We're going to kill the Hooded Man. Lightning and Sarah are both still coming in sideways. The only person who could favorably block, well, not even favorably, he'd trade out, but Cecil could kill one of them if he blocked. So we're trying to connect for this one, and JR is maybe, sorry, not JR, June is maybe starting to realize just how much danger they're in. Yeah, so we're gonna block with the Rydia. Interesting. Yeah, to just stop the double damage, right? Because we don't want this to deal 2 damage. Alright, so we do use the action ability, deal the opponent the extra point of damage, attack with the lightning, get the trigger for 3 guys having attack, draw the extra card, deal the extra point of damage, and then, yeah, the extra point of damage from actually the lightning connecting is going to be Tella. So it is going to be the kill there. So it's the party attack with lightning and Sarah. Then Sarah uses the ability to break a forward, deal a point of damage. Then we have to block this one because it's absolutely terrifying, right? So this is going to be 2 points of damage. So we block it with the Rosa. Then we attack with Vanille, and that's going to trigger this lightning. So it's going to be the 3rd one that attack. So he draws a card, and he deals a point of damage for free. Then the Vanille connects for a point of damage. Then we attack with the lightning, deal a point of damage for free, connect for a point of damage. It's just, oh boy, oh boy. The FF13 stuff, when you can play both of these lightnings together, is absolutely crazy. Even both of the Sarahs together, very nuts. Final Fantasy 13, I think. Final Fantasy 13 and 7 are the 2 that always seem to be absolutely absurd title decks. So I was really glad to see 4 doing some really cool stuff tonight. Sky Pirates doing some cool stuff tonight. In general, title is a weird-ass format, man. But I do think that when you ask somebody about Final Fantasy, man, everybody just has a favorite Final Fantasy. Oh, my favorite Final Fantasy is 6, 10, 8, 7, 11, 9, 16, you know? People all have these different favorite Final Fantasy games, and they love the Final Fantasy trading card game because they love those Final Fantasy games, right? And so when you get to play, like, hey man, here you go, why don't you just play all of the Final Fantasy X characters in a deck together? That doesn't always work out when you're playing competitive meta decks in the TCG. Sometimes you get a really lucky, and like the Final Fantasy VI deck was literally a title deck out of the box. Like you could just go play the Final Fantasy VI deck, and it was all of the main characters from Final Fantasy VI were in the deck, and that's all it was. There wasn't anything in there that was like a text slot or anything weird at all. Like, it doesn't happen. It happens almost never. So I do think it's cool when title is a really fun way to get people casually into the game, I think, because they get to just play with their favorite characters from their favorite Final Fantasies. So yeah, Final Fantasy 11 from Kato and Chad. Final Fantasy 11 actually did I don't know about anymore, but for a while it did have a pretty strong title deck just because it has access to all the Shantotos. And Shantoto in this game is just such a universally powerful card from the very first set all the way through to today that it gives that title sea legs, it gives it board wipes and things a lot of other titles don't have, so it's kind of interesting. Of course, everybody, the chat knows, people know that I'm a big Final Fantasy XI head. So I have definitely been that guy who brought the Final Fantasy XI title deck to a title tournament before. We did not do very well, but you know, we did the thing. So, all right, guys, that is it for us this week. We are done. We are done. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have the main event back next week with the set releasing, dude. We're gonna have all the new set. We're gonna have so much to test and try and see what the heck is going on. I'm really excited to see what you guys build. There's all this new Warrior support, new Final Fantasy VIII stuff, new FF2 stuff, new FF6 stuff, new the Type 0 stuff, new Chaos stuff, dude. This is Dissidia, Stranger of Paradise, sorry, not Dissidia. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy stuff. Man, there are some really, really cool new archetypes and synergies. Oh, the Final Fantasy 14 rainbow shit, that's gonna be in here, man. This is gonna be really cool. There's gonna be a lot of neat stuff. I think it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what people have brought to the table, what they're digging up, what they put together next week. So join us here at same bat time, same bat channel. You guys know the drill. 7 o'clock Eastern. We'll be back next Wednesday. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Toodles, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Audio, I'm bringing a meme next week. Oh, you're gonna do the 100% Rainbow Gratia deck. I already know, dude. We already know, dude. It's alright, brother. I can't wait to see it. Alright, everyone. Take care. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye.